Built for Kenya, tuned for power. This is a 2018 Toyota Landcruiser Prado, and by all means, there is no better SUV than a diesel Prado in the Kenyan market. If you want a car that will take you all the way to Marsabit, you can go to Mandera and come back in one piece. This Toyota Landcruiser Prado will do that perfectly. Now, this Prado has a 1GD FTV diesel engine that gives you 204 horsepower and 500 Newton meters of torque. That is enough power to push you through the Kenyan roads, either when you're driving in the muddy sections, you're pulling all those kinds of stuff. This Toyota Landcruiser Prado will do that perfectly. And it also saves you on fuel. The average Toyota Landcruiser Prado petrol gives you around 8 to 9 kilometers per liter, while the diesel one is more fuel efficient. It gives you up to 14 kilometers per liter on the highway. In the city, you can get an average of 12 to 12.5 kilometers per liter. So if you're looking for a SUV that is fuel efficient and also it's very powerful to help you run your daily errands, maybe do your road trips, this car is very well tuned for that. Now I'm going to take you through this Toyota Landcruiser Prado. Let us see what it offers. Let us see some of its specs, and if you like it, then you need to buy it. If you're new to the channel, this is Wadeki Auto Trading. We do videos of cars on a daily basis. We do showroom walkarounds, and also we do car reviews. Before we go, kindly take a few minutes, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and as always, twende kazi. Watu wa kwenda ushago, December is coming. Unataka gari mzito ya kwenda mtaani na barabara za huko kwenu ni hazijatengenezwa vizuri. This Prado is perfectly built for that. Very high suspensions, good clearance. Kila kitu iko sawa. You get double wishbone suspension on the front. The back side unapata multi-link suspension hapa, which is quite good. It handles the roads very, very well. Nagalia the angle of departure, angle of attack is good. Ground clearance, no issues about that. You get up to 30 centimeters of ground clearance in this Toyota Landcruiser Prado, and you can increase that. Another thing is that this one is a luxury vehicle. So if you want to move your family in a luxurious feel, a very comfortable car with a lot of spacing, this is the perfect car for you. Now, this diesel has the largest boot space because this one is a 5-seater. So you get up to 900 liters of space. When the back seats are up, when you lower those seats, you get up to 1900 liters of space. So this car is perfectly tuned or perfectly designed for a family of 5. Being a 5-seater, you have a very spacious backside. Look at this, it's very, very spacious. You get these full leather seats, which are perforated. Of course, you get a beautiful armrest here with 2 cup holders, and you have these additional storage spaces for you. The front side, I have no argument about that. It's perfectly built and very well designed. You have electric seats both for the driver and the front passenger. The front seats are heated and cooled. You can tell from these buttons here. You can easily cool or can regulate the temperatures of your seats using these buttons here. If you're driving in Mombasa, you can maybe cool your seats. As you can see, it's cooled right now. Kama uko bara and you feel like your butt is getting cold, then you can try heat it up kidogo. Okay, now we said this is a diesel, so you get your 1GD FTV, which is available in the Toyota Fortuner and the Toyota Hilux, like that one there. I think also we'll need to do a review of that Toyota Hilux, so keep tabs on the channel. Make sure you are subscribed so that you don't miss such reviews. 2.8 liter diesel, very massive unit. 2.8 liter 4-cylinder, of course with a turbo that comes with an intercooler, which means the diesel engine is very, very efficient. It gives you 204 horsepower, 500 Newton meters of torque. The car has a 6-speed automatic transmission, and of course it is a full-time 4-wheel drive. You also get center diff lock and rear diff lock, which helps you greatly when you're maneuvering in the Kenyan roads. If you need to lock the rear diff, if you need to lock the center diff, that's up to you. You get second start also, so that in case you're starting your car in a slippery environment, you can engage your second start. The car will start at second gear and at 4-wheel drive. That is very perfect for this Toyota Landcruiser Prado. Now, watu wengi wanasema hii gari ni Kenya uniform. It is a Kenya uniform because it is perfectly tuned for the Kenyan market, be it in terms of luxury, be it in terms of uplifting your status, and be it in terms of maneuvering the Kenyan roads with ease. Ukiwa unatembea mtaani, this car will go everywhere. You won't have any issues about kufikiria kama bumper itagongwa ama nini. This car will do that perfectly and efficiently. Now, we have this new look. This is on the 2018. Of course, you get the new looks. Of course, you have a mix of LED and bulb technology pale. You have your LED projector headlight. Hapo kwa turn signal unatumia bulb technology. And then on this side, you have your daytime running lights. Of course, it uses LEDs. Headlamp washers. And on the lower side, you have fog lights, so that if you're driving in misty environments, hapa mahali kuna a lot of fog, itasaidia gari yako ikuwe a bit more visible. Sawa. A number of sensors on the front. This is a big car, so you need safety to be a priority. Pre-collision monitoring system, lane keeping assist, parking assist, among so many other features. So usikuwe na wasiwasi na gari kama hii, it comes with all those features. On the side, we have these large tires. These are highway tires. They are not meant for the off-road, but if you take it to the off-road, it will perform as long as you're not driving in deep sand or in very muddy places. But either way, itafanya kazi. If you need better performance, you can go for all-terrain tires, or you can put the mud terrain tires. That's if kama uko sure utakuwa unaendesha gari mahali matope ni nyingi. Subcompact alloys, 17-inch tires, very large. You have solid brake discs on the inside. You have your double wishbone suspension with coil and springs to help you get absolute or maximum comfort out of this Toyota Landcruiser Prado. On the side hapa unapata this side mirror. I think hii inasaidianga, inafanya kazi kama blind spot monitoring system. Your driver can easily see your blind spot using this side mirror here. You get LED turn signals also, as you can see here. Beautiful design. I think I like it, but it's not the fanciest design. I think it's very practical and efficient. Now your side mirrors here, you've been given a caution. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear, so you might see something there thinking it's closer, and yet it's a bit further. That's just to warn you. Side step to access the interior. This one looks a bit basic, but for the higher trims like TZG and VXL, you get a very well designed side step. But this one serves its purpose. I don't think there is somebody who will refuse to buy the car because of a side step that looks like this. This one is perfectly built. You have this synthetic leather finish, power door control, beautiful speaker, some large storage space for the front passenger, headrest, beautiful seat over here, lumbar support, and of course you have these electric buttons to adjust your your sitting position. Now let us go all the way to the driver's side, because I know that is where you guys want to see. This one here is a beautiful car. If you'll be driving this vehicle, I know you'll enjoy, because has some kind of prestige to it. This is the key fob, bado imefungwa kwa hiyo karatasi yake. So you have your tailgate opener hapa, and then of course you have these locks for your doors. So we'll go ahead and open it. Yeah, we can see it's keyless entry. Of course, that is pretty awesome. On the driver side, same finish here, multiple power window or power doors, and then of course you have storage space. It's not the largest, but I think it's very much adequate. On this side you have this speaker here for a premium feel. The rest of the interior looks good. This is the cockpit. This is how it is. So starting from the seats, of course, also you have powered seat for the driver. The seats are heated and cooled. You can tell from these perforations, and you have a perfect headrest. Now, as you access the interior, you notice a number of features here. You have headlamp washers. You can adjust your headlights, or you can make it automatic so that when it senses darkness, the daytime running lights, or yeah, the lights will go on by itself. It is a push to start. Controls for your side mirrors, beautiful what do you call them, air vents. And then of course you have these anchor points to help you access the interior of this car. It's a bit high, so if you are short, if you're a lady, or maybe if you are heavy and you can't get in easily, you just hold these parts and help yourself into the interior of this Toyota Landcruiser Prado. Right here in front is the steering wheel. As you can see, the steering wheel is leather wrapped with some beautiful stitches right there. The steering is a bit I think yeah, it happens with a lot of heat, they kind of peel, so you might decide to put a protective cover on the steering wheel. Multiple controls for your car. You have controls for the infotainment system, additional controls over here, lane keeping assist, pre-collision monitoring system, adaptive cruise control, control for your headlights, control for your wipers, and of course there, I think we'll have to switch on the vehicle. Yes, because why not? This one is a diesel Prado, so we won't have to worry about the fuel. Okay, yeah, gari safi sana, everything is beautiful. And what you're seeing here are the clusters. You have 6,000 RPM. Your parking brake is active. Your headlights will show up there. The car is in park. All the notification will show up here when the door is open, the safety belts and all that. Then of course you can see this car has some very good mileage, 43,000 kilometers mileage only, and the top speed in this vehicle is 175 kilometers per hour. If you can reach that speed, good luck. Now, because this is not the higher trim of the Prado, it's not a TZG, it's not a VXL, you have this manually adjustable steering wheel. And then of course you have additional features here. As you can see, these slots are empty, which means in the higher trims you get additional or optional features on this side. Beautiful design over there. You have your speakers, extra speakers, at least can get good quality infotainment while you're in this car here. Dashboard iko sawa, beautiful air vents, and then of course you have this 8.5, or I think this is 9-inch infotainment system. It's not the most premium. The premium ones you'll get in the TZG, the VXL, Kakadu, and Altitude. These ones are a bit more basic, but it serves the purpose. I can't control it much because it is in Japanese, and I don't understand Japanese, man. So unless we change the language setting on this Toyota Landcruiser Prado. Here at the center, you have AC controllers, very easy, straightforward, physical buttons, which means controlling it is no problem at all. I think I like this design. Prado maintaining this design is something very, very good. Sawa kabisa. As you move a little bit down, you have the storage space. It's a bit deep, so maybe unaweza simu yako hapo kama una drive. We can close it if you don't need it. Hapa ni controls for your powertrain. Of course, you can put your car in 4-wheel high range, or you can put it in 4-wheel low range, or low range 4-wheel drive. You can lock your rear diff, or you can lock your center diff depending on where you're driving. Traction control, hill descent pico hapa, and then of course you have your second start button, which I talked about earlier. Two cup holders over here. They're a bit small, but I think they work pretty well. Gear shifter for your 6-speed automatic transmission. It is perfect, smooth, and reliable. Manual handbrake. This one is a feature that I think cars should maintain. Kitu safi sana. On this side, you have these heated and cooled seats. You can cool and heat your seats using these buttons here. Then of course you have your 12-volt output storage space for your key fob. That's if it's needed. Armrest upper. It's not the softest nor the hardest. I think it's has its purpose, so I'm not going to complain about the quality. And then of course you have a tray on top, and on the inside you get deep storage space for the higher trims like VXL, TZG. You have cooled storage box. You have this wood trim hopper, and then on the inside you have glove compartment nakuja na driver's manual and all that. Kila kitu iko sawa. We've talked about the front passenger seat. A digital rear view mirror iko hapo, kitu safi. And then of course on this side you have LED lighting for the interior of the car. You can open your sunroof. This car of course has a sunroof. Unaweza ifungua kabisa, or you can close it. It's okay. Yeah, so depending on what you need, you can open your sunroof completely. Kama ni mheshimiwa and you like such things, usimame hapa, wave to your people, and then get back inside. We don't want these people throwing stones at you, bana. Yeah, so it is what it is. Mali safi. The Prado is good. I have no complaints about it. It's a beautiful car. Let us now check the back side. Let us see what we get there in terms of spacing and all that. In terms of spacing, I think it is perfect. Sawa. So as we get to the back side, I'll tell you the price. The asking price for this Toyota Landcruiser Prado is a cool 7.4 million shillings. Na ni bei ya kuongea. Sawa. Backside iko fiti, same design, storage space, speaker, and then of course you get the most spacious backside of any SUV. Hii pia iko na place ya kujishikilia. Ukitaka kukaa hapa, you can easily sit comfortably. I think this is very comfortable. I have no complaints about it. Inakuja na armrest. Kama mko watatu, yeah, the third passenger can utilize this space. Huko kwingine uko sawa, you can raise your headrest depending on what you need. Lighting for the interior usiku ziko active. Anchor points kule, some additional lighting at the back. Kama mko na mzigo kidogo, you can put them here. Some beautiful air vents. Huko kwingine pia iko sawa. So for this Toyota Landcruiser Prado, I think we finished about it. Ni gari safi. It ticks all the boxes. It has all the features that you might be looking for in an SUV. So if you're interested, hit me up. My number is always there. We'll be doing other reviews, and If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Thank you and see you in the next one.